Oh, good evening, Upland family, and those who may be visiting the Upland program this afternoon. Again, we want to welcome you to this evening's devotional and lesson. On last Friday, we presented a lesson on keeping our family safe in light of, again, all of the precautions that we are taking to protect ourselves against the virus. We must not lose sight that there are other uh, threatening issues that really want to destroy our family, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. And so I want to do a quick part two of keeping our family safe during this pandemic and far after the pandemic has passed and we're back to some sense of normalness. But even in those situations, we've got to remember that there are some things that won't change. And one of the things that we've got to always maintain our focus on that the Satan, that the devil and his angels do not practice safe distancing. He prefers to get up close and personal, and especially he wants to capture the minds of our children, our grandchildren, and the next generation. But we must remain focused that while we are intent on keeping our family safe from the virus, we also must keep them safe from, again, those dangerous elements that exist. We are dealing with, again, a war of worldviews. I love what James says in James chapter 4 and verse 7. He says, submit yourself to God and resist the devil, and he will flee. So God designed it in such a way that if we are willing to follow God, follow his word, follow his lead, and we are willing to resist the devil, that is, we do not compromise the truth, we do not compromise those spiritual values that we know are important to help our children succeed far beyond their occupation, that they will be successful in this world and in the world to come. So that again, we have to resist the devil. We have to make sure that we don't allow the world to conform our children's way of thinking. And again, with all the time that they have, this can occur if we're not, again, monitoring. Someone said that it takes a village to raise a child. Well, I believe that it takes a church to raise a godly child. And I know that we can do that. We can transfer the faith that is taught in the Word of God to the next generation. So many other things are passed on. We can pass on biblical values to our children and teenagers. We can equip young adults to live godly lives in the midst of an ungodly world. But again, we've got to make sure that we want to equip the home to live out the faith. And we start with, again, the principles taught in Deuteronomy 6 and 5. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might. We establish this as number one in our homes. And these words I command, these are the words, again, that Moses delivered to the nation of Israel. These words I command you this day shall be on your heart or in your mind. You must teach them sincerely, continuously, diligently to your children, and talk of them when you sit in your house. And we got a lot of time sitting in our homes. And when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up, the focus is that we need to spend deliberately intentional time while we have it, because our children grow up so quickly. They do. And many of them will be moving on to somewhere else out of our home. So while God gives us time with them, let's equip them to live out their faith while they're still there. I brought to your attention again what I think is a very useful resource for the family. And again, this group has been around for many years. and their focus is on the family as they are entitled. They provide, again, a broad number of resources, especially during this time when they know families are having to spend so much time together. They develop some very useful lessons and videos and programs that will help your children and help every individual that wants to maintain a family relationship with God. And then the other resource, before we close, is a resource called Right Now Media. And again, you can look online for this. This is a program that provides a numerous number of videos and resources, kind of like Netflix. They are the religious Netflix that you will find so many different, again, outstanding resources that can help develop and maintain the spiritual values that you want to see your children to have. So I encourage you to go online, look at these resources, and sit down and develop a strategy on how you want to use them on a continuous basis to help, again, your children be what they need to be. Take care and God bless. Continue to keep your family safe from both the physical dangers as well as the spiritual and emotional dangers that the evil one will bring to them. Take care and God bless.